Let's talk about the Mary Jane shoes trends. Sézane versus Bobbies. Which are the best Mary Janes on the market? Because I have both the Sézane Melanie and the Bobbies Bettany, I'm gonna compare them for you today. Give you a clear review with close-ups of both shoes so you can decide which is best for you, if there is a best even. All the links to the shoes, but also what I wear throughout the video will be linked in the description box. So if you're ready, let's go. The first model I'm gonna review is the Sézane Melanie, and let me read all the details that I noted down, and then I will tell you what I actually think after weeks and weeks, almost a month I think, of wearing them. All right, so these are Mary Jane shoes with a mid-height heel. They are made in Italy. They have a buckled ankle strap for fastening. They're made of patent leather in the exterior, and they are also lined with leather inside. This is cow leather, definitely. I'm just telling you because of the similarity with the Polo Babies, and the Polo Babies are made in goat leather, so that's a difference. I will explain to you later why. They have a gum outsole, and they also have a patent leather wrapped heel. The height of the heel is 5 centimeters, and they also have this gold finish buckle here. Now, what do I think about this model? Okay, I definitely love it. I'm very happy of my purchase. And as you can see here, they are quite wide shoes. I have a very thin foot. It's very long but very thin, so I have a lot of room in here, but definitely for those of you who have larger feet or have bunions, these are ideal because they're much larger than the usual Mary Jane shoe. I love the height of the heel. Because I'm a tall person, or I do consider myself as tall, I'm 172 centimeters, so I definitely don't need to be even taller. I really love that this is a comfortable heel height to walk in and walk for a long time without really tiring my foot. I would say this is an ideal height to walk in your heels, and the fact that it's a block heel makes it super comfortable. I also really appreciate that the rear part of the shoe, where the ankle strap is located, is high. Now, at the beginning, it might feel strange to you because it sits further up your heel, but you will definitely feel the difference when it comes to blisters, for example. I don't know about you, but I think that people who are fairly sensitive, they always get blisters from these type of shoes around the heel the first time they wear them, and this didn't really happen with these shoes, and I've worn them without socks or thighs also, and it's just because there is a lot of space here and the rear part goes a little bit further up. And also it is lined with softer, almost suede-like leather here, so it has a more gentle touch on your skin. Now let's talk about the ankle strap a little. So I always just wear it buckled in the first hole because I don't think that this strap is really long. So unless you have very thin ankles, which is not my case, I don't have a huge ankle, but I don't really have a thin ankle, so it's a normal one, so to say. And if you have a bigger ankle than mine, then definitely these are in the shoes for you because you'll be able to wear them. That being said, the other part that I don't like really much about the ankle strap is that this part here, which is meant to secure the strap, is so small, so small. It takes so long to get the strap into this little part of the buckle. It's just painful. I wish they did it much bigger than this to facilitate getting the strap in. But yeah, I guess this is the first model, so they also have to learn and improve for the next round. Overall, I find them very comfortable. I have a size 42. I am usually an Italian size 41, and because French shoes are generally shorter. So maybe they are larger, but they are shorter as well. I had to size up and get a 42, which means that I have to put a half insole in so that I can balance it out. The reason why I mentioned that they are cow leather, not goat leather, is because goat leather is usually much softer. If you have the Paula Babies, for example, I've tried the Paula Babies in the past, and if you have those, you would probably love them for their softness and their comfort, but that's the goat leather. Goat leather is usually very soft. Cow leather, on the other hand, may be a little bit more durable and it doesn't wrinkle as much, which is great on patent shoes, but it's not as soft. So you have to break the shoes in a little bit before you find them soft. They're not hard, but they're not soft. That being said, I know that depending on the color of these shoes, you will find cow or goat leather. So for example, the silver ones are goat leather. Overall, I really like the shoes and I'm very happy I have them. They also come with their dust bag. I find them ideal for a large number of outfits. They can dress up a more casual outfit, or they can also complement already sophisticated and more elevated outfits. All right, let's move on to the Bobbies. I don't know if you're familiar with Bobbies. Maybe you've seen the ads on Instagram every now and then, but they are a very popular shoe brand in France. So it is a shoe brand first and leather brand first. So it's unlike Sézane, who makes clothes and then branched out into footwear, for example. Okay, so now let me describe these shoes for you. So once again, these are mid-heeled Mary Janes, and this time they have an instep strap, or actually 2 instep straps. They are handcrafted in Portugal. These ones have a lame leather exterior. The tannery that makes them is in Italy, although the handcrafting is in Portugal. They have a leather lining in the interior, sole as well. They have a lame leather covered heel, and the height of the heel this time is 4.5 centimeters. I cannot tell you how comfortable this height is. I love it. It's the ideal. Seeing it like this, I am sure you already spotted the first difference between these shoes and the Sézane shoes, which is their width and also the point. So it's not round as in the Sézane one, but it's slightly square, like a rounded square point, and it's much narrower. So I think if you have large feet or if you have bunions, these are definitely not the shoes for you. Although the leather is much softer. It is, oh my god, this leather is really premium, I have to say. It's wonderful leather. I also noticed that the insole is a little bit bouncier, which is great because I feel like in the Sézane ones it's really kind of flat. So after the first usage, it's gonna flatten out. Now granted, it's not as bouncy as a pair of Jux shoes or a pair of bocage shoes would be, but not many brands do that. And in terms of the sizing, it's the same thing as the Sézane ones. I had to go for a 42 because these are French shoes, so they are a little bit shorter than I'm used to with Italian shoes. To be honest with you, I also find them a little bit smaller or shorter than the Sézane ones. So pay attention to that, keep this in mind, and definitely measure your foot before you buy them if you have to buy them. And by the way, the links will be in the description below. One thing I forgot to mention is that they have a leather outsole here, so they make a lot of noise. Well, both make a lot of noise, but these make even a stronger noise, and of course they glide on. And of course they can get very slippery, so I'm definitely going to have some gum put in by a cobbler to A, dampen the sound, and B, make sure I don't slide off when it's raining, for example. Both of them, as far as care tips are concerned, both of them need to be waterproofed. Probably the Sézane ones are a little bit less fussy to care for because you just need to rehydrate them every now and then and and put a little bit of and restore their shine as well. And you can do so with cream, like normal moisturizer even works with patent leather. Whereas you can't do that with these ones, especially because of the lame leather. There's no brushing in these ones. You just have to use a slightly wet cloth to remove anything. I am definitely super happy about the height of the heel. I find it so comfortable. I find these shoes really elevated. To be honest with you, I wouldn't know which one is the best. I find that the Sézane have a clear advantage in the width of the shoe for a lot of you, because I know a lot of people have wider feet than mine. Mine are especially thin. They're very long but very thin as well. So up to you after all this information, this review, to decide which is best for you. You have to pay attention to your needs, of course. And I think the Bobbies ones, although they may seem scary because they are golden and they look very elegant, they're actually so comfortable and so versatile as well that you can wear them with jeans and they would elevate the outfit completely. I hope this was helpful to you, and if it was, don't forget to subscribe, because I know YouTube tells me that a lot of people watch my content without being subscribers, and I would really love for you to be part of this community and to subscribe to the channel. That being said, I think that you will like this video next.